Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Advertising can be a struggle. Where to spend your money? Are you reaching the right audience? If you are looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here's your ticket with Live Ticket TV. With over 90 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you advertise locally with just your home team or reach the region and state. Plus, a portion of all sales go directly back to the school. Get a hold of Dylan Kessler today and let's get started in building your brand with Live Ticket TV.
When the world feels big, a small note can mean everything. Find mental health support at sdbehavioralhealth.gov.
Sturgis Strikers is your hometown bowling alley that is locally owned and operated. Come on down and bowl a game, join a league, or have a birthday party. Don't forget Friday and Saturdays are Blacklight Bowling Nights. Conveniently located off 1st and LaSalle Street, stop in and grab your morning coffee from 5-8 Espresso. Not a coffee person? No problem. Grab a tea or smoothie. And if you're going to grab a drink, why not grab a Daylight donut or two? All located inside Sturgis Strikers off 1st and LaSalle. Grocery Mart off Junction Avenue at Sturgis.
Dylan DeShank. Batting fifth, shortstop, number 28, Brody Royer.
All right, welcome to tonight's contest here at Mckeague Field. This is the second game of a doubleheader. First one was the junior varsity. The Scooper JV team won that contest 16-3. Cal Sundstrom with the win on the mound. Complete game for him. And we are getting ready and set for the varsity matchup here. Your batting order for the Scoopers is leading off is going to be pitcher number 4, Elijah Stroud. Right fielder number 32, Jace Thurman. Center fielder number 22, Carter Williams. And the cleanup hitter number 34, Dalen DeShock playing first base. Shortstop number 28, Brody Royer. Number 10, Carson Williams over at second base. Behind the dish, number 26, George Hamer. Out in left field is 11, Bridger Massabatten. Over at third base is number 5, Jaron Andrew Jeske. Defensively, for Rapid City Cobblers, pitching is going to be Lakin Utech. Catcher is going to be Kenny Rose. Over at first base is Brody Poirier. Second baseman is Carter Gregory. Shortstop is Tyler Henstein. Third baseman is Braden Stevens. He will be he will not be hitting. Landon Kogel, number 68, will be the designated hitter for him. In left field is Ben Farnsworth. In center field is Steven Solano, and in right field is Sam Farnsworth. Other substitutes will be Parker Case and Noah Kirksey. So we're going to do national anthem. We'll come back and get the first pitch on the way.
Sturgis, South Dakota is your locally owned and operated grocery store. Stop in and shop the great selection of fresh cut meats. Then stroll on over to the fresh produce aisle. Watch for weekly ads for big savings and make sure you're checking out their Facebook page for the hot deals. Grocery Mart continues to strive to offer the best deals to their customers. Located off Junction Avenue in Sturgis, South Dakota, Grocery Mart says go Scoopers.
We connect people. Have been for 100 years or so. How we get that done? Well, that won't always be the same. But why we connect people? Not in a million years is that ever going to change. We didn't build the communities that made South Dakota. No. We just brought them together.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
The Home Slice Group. Your customers love your business, but you need more of them. That's where we come in. We work with great brands, connecting them to the right audience using video, website development, digital, and audio. All tied together with intelligent media placement to get as many people to your front door as possible. You concentrate on running your business while we concentrate on growing your business. Elevate your brand with us, the Home Slice Group.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic.
Right by the third base dugout.
All right. Getting ready to settle in here.
Please refrain from using foul language. Please be courteous to the fans around you and cheer on your team.
Lake and UTEC is getting his warm-up pitches in.
Move the rocks from the rock beds. Please
Kenny rolls behind the dish tonight.
where they belong. No smoking. No pets allowed in the ballpark.
Elijah Stroud's going to lead off for the Scoopers. Scoopers are coming off. They were in Gillette the other night on Wednesday night. They got 2 games in there. They lost them both 11-1. They don't go down as their official record, as it's a Wyoming team, actually a Legion team, not even a high school team. So
From the facility. Please remember to pick up your trash before you leave, so we can help keep Mckeague Field.
next week is a big road trip for the Scoops. Sounds like the game originally scheduled in Spearfish has been changed with scheduling conflicts. So to my knowledge, at this point, there's not a game against Spearfish. And then the Scoopers travel to Mitchell and Yankton to close out the week.
It is time to play ball.
Right now on this Easter Saturday, April 19th here, looking at about 6:37. Elijah Stroud's going to step in against Lincoln UTEC.
First pitch, 6:37.
First pitch is low and outside for ball 1. If you're looking for the call from KBHB Radio, it sounds like they did not have the team available tonight. So I'll give them the call for you. And Elijah Stroud turns on one, gets it down the third base line, gets it underneath the third baseman's glove for a leadoff single.
Next batter, right fielder.
Third baseman is Braden Stevens. Jace Thurman.
Special pinch runner. For
Tate Johnson going to come in as a pinch runner, or a courtesy runner actually, for Elijah Stroud, as he's a pitcher for the Scoops tonight. Stepping in now is Jace Thurman, right fielder number 32. Down to knees for strike one. Pickoff attempt first, not in time. Tate back and here comes the 0-1 to Thurman. Swung on miss, gets away from the catcher, so Tate's going to trot down to second. So he's in scoring position now for Jace. Comes the 0-2, way past over the catcher's head. So Tate is going to get down to third on that wild pitch. So a pass ball and a wild pitch. The last two pitches from UTEC. Catching again is Kenny Rose. So Scoopers got their first run 90 feet away with no outs. Jace can get a deep fly ball or a ground ball in play. Breaking ball just misses. Kind of a late break on there, so umpires tonight are Rollo and Yogi. Rollo behind the plate. Yogi in the field. Swung on, fouled out of play. Thurman stays alive. Count remains 2-2. Swung on miss. That was probably ball three. But UTEC's got a nice little sweeping action there. Starts out of the strike and kind of dives away from the batter. So first out recorded. Now to bat is Carter Williams. High and tight, ball one. Breaking ball gets in there, swung on, miss, strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike to Williams. Outside for ball two. Swung on and missed. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Williams. Head coach Rodriguez over at first base. Shane Meyer over at third. Pitches outside. Full count now. Carter can put this in play. There's a good chance to score the first run of the game. Popped him up. Foul ball out of play. Almost hit the party deck up here.
Please remember to watch out for foul balls, heading out of play at all times.
Off-speed pitch there from UTEC. Carter was able to hang and get a piece of it. Staying alive here. This will be the 7th pitch of the at-bat. Pitches outside. That's ball 4. So 2 batters have walked. 2 out of the 3. Now up to bat is Dalen DeShock, cleanup hitter for the Scoopers. So we'll see how aggressive the Scoopers want to be here with runners in first and third with 1 out. Pitches inside. DeShock way ahead of it and drives it into the fence in front of the third base dugout. So he starts off with strike 1. Williams takes off without a throw. DeShock taken all the way, so he's down in a hole 0-2 here. Nobody holding Williams. Pitch is in the other batter's box for ball 1. Big gap in right center. The right fielder is playing pretty much on the line. And center fielder is shading towards left. Pitch a little high, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 2 runners on. Pitch was just a bit low. DeShock thought about it, but held up. 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count. Swung on, missed. DeShock goes down swinging for the 2nd strikeout of the inning.
Next batter, shortstop, number 28, Brody Royer.
Brody Royer now up to bat. Shortstop for the Scoops in this game. Takes ball 1. UTEC in a little bit of trouble here with the leadoff single and a walk to the 3rd batter, but can get out of this jam here. Clips the outside corner for strike 1. Pitch way outside, nice block by the catcher. Rose chested that one up to keep the ball in front of him. The runner's got a hold. 2 balls and 1 strike. Brody is going to drive one to that gap I was talking about, right center, and that's going to plate 2 runs. Keep this inning. Brody's going to go for 2 and gets a stand-up double. So a nice bit of hitting there by Royer. He got a pitch he could handle. He knew exactly what he wanted to do with it and placed it nicely.
Next batter, second baseman, number 10, Carson Williams.
Well, Carson Williams going to come up to bat. playing second base tonight. Outside corner. Yogi strike zone in the first game was a little kind of a wide strike zone, and I'm kind of seeing the same thing here with Rolo. See if the batters can adjust. Scoopers even late in the game. We're going down looking off that pitch that was close to the chalk in the opposite batter's box. Carson Williams down in a hole here, 0-2. And fights that one off. Inches away from a young boy over there.
Watch out for foul balls at all times.
All right, 0-2 to Williams. Off-speed pitch is high. Snagged by the catcher. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Trying to go for the same pitch. A little bit closer, but not quite dropping in the zone. 2-2 now. Runner on second, 2 outs. Carson swings and misses. Strike 3. So UTEC strikes out the side, but not before he gives up a single, a double, and a walk. That gives up 2 runs. So 2 hits, 2 runs, no errors, 1 left on as we go to the bottom of the first.
Opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, 1 pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
At Dakota Discount RV, our mission is to make your RV experience fun and easy by providing quality recreational vehicles, competitive pricing, and professional sales and service. We're proud to offer the finest names in RVs. Our big inventory of fifth wheels, travel trailers, and toy haulers allow us to save customers thousands of dollars compared to most dealers. Come see us at either of our 2 locations, 3330 East Mall Drive, Rapid City, or 11200 JB Road, Exit 48, Somerset.
All right, welcome back to Mckeague Field. Elijah Stroud is going to start on the bump for the Scoops. Throw on to George Hamer. Cobblers pitcher Lake and UTEC is going to lead off.
Leading off in the Cobblers first, pitcher number 8, Lakin UTEC.
All right, and here we go. UTEC steps in. Stroud delivers. 4 strike. Swung on, miss, strike 2. Stroud tries to throw his breaking ball, just misses. I don't know if it was inside or a little high, but either way, it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. UTEC threw 31 pitches in that first inning. And he turns on this one. It was a little inside, and he drives it out of play behind the shed. Count's even now, 2-2. Ground ball to Royer. Over to DeShock for the 6-3 put out to retire UTEC. Now at the bat is Steven Solano.
Next batter, center fielder, number 1, Steven Solano.
Stroud delivers, swung on, fly ball out to right field for Jace Thurman. He's tracking it towards the line, fields it, retires Solano. Nice play out there by the young right fielder. Now at the bat is number 69, Tyler Henstein. Shortstop for the
number 69, Tyler Henstein.
Cobblers. Big number for a slightly smaller guy. They got a couple of big guys on the Cobbler roster. And he takes strike 1. Stroud's pitch drops in there. Swung on, missed for strike 2. Pitch is outside. And here comes the 1-2. Swung on. No. Strike 3 looking. So an 11-pitch inning for Stroud as the Cobblers go 3 up, 3 down. And that's the end of the first. Scoopers up 2-0.
Newell Golf Club, located just minutes outside of town, the friendly hometown golf course. Come play a round of golf in a laid-back atmosphere and enjoy the views that western South Dakota has to offer. Newell Golf Club strives to be a community leader, offering the course to the Newell High School and middle school golf teams free of charge and hosting multiple community golf tournaments throughout the season. First-time members get half off membership fees. Look us up on Facebook.
Unbelievable amount of devastation. I've never seen anything like it.
We had a beautiful barn that was gone in 20 minutes.
Farm Bureau stepped up right away and said, hey, we got you and we'll be there for you.
We were taken care of. Now we could get on to repairing and rebuilding.
I tell everybody about Farm Bureau.
We're fortunate to say we have good coverage with good people doing it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Rocky Newenhouse in Corsica, Platte, Mitchell, and Huron at 605-946-5606.
Would you buy your insurance from a cartoon character?
What's up, Doc?
Cartoons are good for a laugh, but when you're in an accident or you need your home covered and need help, it's no laughing matter. That's why you need a real person, like Lance at Van Z Insurance Associates. It's not just simple insurance either. Lance has you covered with home, life, auto, and business. Van Z Insurance is your place to call. Stop by today or give Lance a call at 605-393-2399.
Lucky for us.
Okay, back here at Mckeague Field, George Hamer, catcher for the Scoops, going to lead off the top of the second, and he takes first pitch and fouls it off the light pole. Did not break any glass, though. Next pitch is way outside. Wild pitch gets past the catcher. 1-1 to Hammer. There's Bridger tracking that down as he's in the on-deck circle. Another pitch on the outside corner for a strike. Hammer in a little bit of a hole here. Down in just above the dirt for ball two. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Hammer is a bloop one over the second baseman's head to the right fielder for a single. That's Sam Farnsworth out there. And
Courtesy runner for Sturgis, number 15, Jack Jolly.
Jack Jolly's going to be the courtesy runner.
Next batter, left fielder, number 11.
George is the catcher. Bridger Massabatten now stepping in. Jack Jolly with a decent lead over there. Nothing too wild. First pitch is inside to Batten for ball 1. The Scuba coaching staff going with the double sign system. Harris sends it over from first base to third base coach. And the third base coach sends it into the runners. Jack almost got caught leaning, but throw was a little offline, so he gets back. One on the count to Bridger. And he fouls one out of play behind the first base dugout. Jolly was not running on that pitch. Another pickoff move late. Mckeague Field greening up pretty nicely. A couple of brown spots out there, but the birds are definitely liking it out there. Jolly goes, ball is low, and he is got a little careless there as he didn't slide into second, so he took his foot off the bag, but he is safe. 2 balls and a strike to Bridger. He's got a runner in scoring position. Big hole there again between first and second baseman. First baseman playing really tight to the line. Pickoff move to second. Not in time. Carter Gregory holding the base at second pretty closely. And Brody Poyer pretty much standing on the bag at first. Bridger hits it to the shortstop, and he boots it. Umpire was a little bit in line, so he had to get out of the way. And that'll go down as an error by Tyler Heinstein. So Bridger moves the run over, first and third for Jaron Andrew Jeske.
Next batter, third baseman number 5, Jaron Andrew Jeske.
Would not be surprised to see a bunt here. Jaron has been utilized for bunting a lot this year. He takes strike one without a throw down to second. So runners at second and third for Andrew Jeske. Strike two. So the Jetski down 0-2. UTEC struck out the side in the first inning, but gave up 2 runs. Catcher interference is the call. So Jaron hit the ball down the first base line. It was foul, but caught part of the catcher's glove, so he's going to get awarded first base. Bases are loaded for Elijah Stroud. Top of the order, he hit a hot shot down to third baseman and got under his glove to lead off the top of the first inning. And he gets a hold of this first pitch, and that's going to be a fly out to second baseman, catches it just in fair territory. And we're going to have a play at the plate, and he is safe. So a little bit of snowball fight going on around. So we got a throwing error to second. That's going to allow Bridger to score. And then Jaron goes from first to third on a pop fly caught by the second baseman. So you don't see that happen too much. But either way, it's 2 runs, 1 out recorded, but for 2 runs. For now, Jace Thurman up to bat. Just Jaron over at third. So Stroud will get credit with a sac fly. And Jace gets one through the 5-6 hole for RBI single. And just like that, Scoopers played 3 runs. And we're going to have a mound visit here for the Scoopers, or for the Cobblers. Plate umpire breaks up the mound visit, and we'll get back to the action here. Carter Williams is going to come up to bat. He walked his
number 22, Carter Williams.
first at bat. So the speedy right fielder over at first base. He does not take off. Carter takes strike one looking. Pitches inside. Thurman gets a second without a throw. 1 ball, 1 strike. Carter does a bluff bunt. Jace takes off for third, and real close play over that third, but is called safe. But Carter's in a hole here, 1 ball, 2 strikes. But he's got a runner 90 feet away. Yep, takes a look at strike 3. That is the second out of the inning.
Next batter, number 34, Dalen Deschamps.
First pitch is outside for Dalen. Dalen struck out his first at bat. Looking to redeem himself here if he can get a 2-out base hit. All right. First baseman is way ahead here with a 3-0 count. Comes a 3-0. Right down the middle for strike 1. He's taken all the way. Dalen puts it in play, but it's foul. So we got a full count now. High and tight, Dalen draws a walk. So runners at the corners for Brody Royer.
Next batter, number 28,
2 out, 2 RBI double, his first at bat. Got a runner in scoring position here, possibly 2. Shock takes off on first movement. Brody bluffs bunt, takes strike. So runners at second and third. So Royer tries to go back the same way he did his last at bat. This time it falls it to the bullpen. So he's in a hole here, 0-2. Definitely trying to go to that right side again. This time the center fielder is shading towards the right side, so now he's got a big gap in left center. Pitches outside, gets past the catcher. It's a wild pitch. Thurman's going to score easily, and DeShock over to third. That's the 4th run of the inning, extending the Scoopers lead to 6-0. Another foul ball. This comes straight back and just missed the building here.
Please remember to watch out for foul balls heading out play at all times.
So Brody hanging here. That was the 4th pitch he's seen. This is number 5. just about hits him. And breaking ball, close shave along the chin there. He gets out of the way for 2 balls and 2 strikes. It's only the top of the 2nd inning, and UTEC is about to throw his 60th pitch. Brody drives one to the second baseman. He fields it, flips it to the first baseman to retire Brody. But Scoopers get 4 more runs to extend their lead 6-0 off a couple hits and a couple errors. 1 left on when we come back to the bottom of the 2nd.
Life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
Planting season is coming.
All right, back at the action here at Mckeague Field, bottom of the 2nd. Stroud went 3 up, 3 down, so cleanup hitter number 13, Ben Farnsworth, is going to lead off the inning for the Cobblers. Stroud kind of loses the handle on that one. That's barely misses Farnsworth on the rump. And we've got ball 1. Swung on and missed. Pitches in there, strike 2. Here comes the 1-2. Swung on, miss, strike 3. Cleanup hitter goes down on swinging.
Next batter,
second baseman Carter Gregory now at the bat. He takes ball 1. The 2-0. Swung on, missed. Popped him up, infield, DeShock's calling for it, and he records the out. So 2 up, 2 down so far for the Scoops.
Next batter, right fielder, number 35, Sam Farnsworth.
Sam Farnsworth now at the bat. Pitch it down low for ball one. Ooh, line drive to Thurman out in left, or Bridger Batten out in left for a 2-out single. As the first runner to reach base for the Cobblers tonight. Now at the bat is first baseman number 33, Brody Poyer. Farnsworth dealing with something over there at first base. Walking something off.
Next batter, first baseman, number 33, Brody Poyer.
Stroud checks the runner. Spins and throws, not in time. Swung on, foul down the third base line. Jaron's going to touch it foul for strike. Outside for ball one. Ooh. Stroud goes over to first base. Just not. It's a good throw, not in time. It's close. Swung on, foul, back out of play. 1-2 now to
Please remember to watch out for
Poyer.
foul balls heading out of play at all times. Return them to the concession stand or the white pipe by the third base dugout.
Strike three with the breaking ball. Froze him for the second strikeout of the inning, and third out to complete the second inning here. We'll come back to the top of the third.
Coming fast, and Grossenberg Implement wants to show you the latest John Deere technology. Ask one of their sales or integrated solution team members about John Deere planter demos going on now in your area. Customers have seen the benefits of John Deere Exact Emerge planter, and they want to show you. Contact your local Grossenberg location nearest you for more information and a demo on the John Deere Exact Emerge planter.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name.
In the third. Number 10, Carson Williams.
Carson Williams going to lead off for the Scoopers here. He struck out his first at bat. This one, he drives it to the shortstop. Good play by the shortstop, makes the throw. And Carson cannot win the foot race.
Next batter, number 26, George Hammer.
George Hammer now out to bat. He's line drive right over the second baseman's outstretched glove. He's thinking about the relay. So George literally stretches that single into a double. Throw was offline. So no shot at tagging him out. And Jack Jolly's going to come in and run for him as the courtesy runner for Bridger Batten.
Runner for Sturgis. Number 15, Jack Jolly. At the plate, number 11, Bridger Batten.
And Bridger's going to bloop one right behind the first baseman, and that's going to go down as an infield single. We'll advance Jolly to third. Runners at the corners, one out for Jaron Andrzejewski.
Next batter, number 5, Jaron Andrzejewski.
Jaron takes strike one looking as Bridger takes second without a throw. So Jaron pushes it down the third base line. I thought maybe the third baseman had touched it, but plate umpire says no, he did not. So Jaron down 0-2. Pitch down low for a ball. Blocked by the catcher. And Jaron looks at strike three for the second out of the inning. And we're going to go to the top of the order for Elijah Stroud. He's 1 for 1 today with a sac fly. And he's going to drive one to shallow center field, but caught on by Solano to retire the Scoopers. Scoopers leave 2 on, but do not get any runs. Score remains 6-0 as we go to the bottom of the third.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work. a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Advertising can be
From the Cobblers, third, number 68, Lennon Kogo.
Eighth batter for the Cobblers, Landon Kogel, designated hitter. It's going to lead off the bottom of the third. He takes strike one from Stroud. So UTEC got an 8-pitch inning. He needed that to kind of extend his game. Kogel looks at strike two. Stroud tries his breaking ball and late break and does not come through the strike zone, but it's a good miss. Good miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's a swing and a miss. A little sweeping action off that pitch as it ran away from Kogel.
Next batter
for the first
catcher,
out
number 82
of the inning.
Kenny Rose.
Number 9 hitter Kenny Rose now at the bat. And he looks at strike one. Just a bit low for a ball. 1-1. So hit by pitch is going to allow Rose to bounce to first.
Next batter, number 8.
Courtesy runner
UTEC.
will come in for him. So number 11, Noah Kirksey. So quick move over to first base. Not in time. UTEC digs in. Swung on, dribbled down the third base line. Andrzejewski touches it foul. So it'll be a strike. So ground ball hit right to DeShock. He fields his position, steps on second to retire UTEC. And then his throw gets away to second. I don't think they would have got him anyway. But good job by Bridger for backing up that throw as that literally went right to him in left center field to hold a runner at second. Now Steve Solano up to bat. And he looks at strike one. Batter calls time. And we'll reset here. One hopper to Carson Williams. Flips it over to DeShock for the 4-3 put out to retire the Cobblers. They do get a runner on, but no run scored. Score remains 6-0 as we go to the top of the fourth.
A struggle. Where to spend your money? Are you reaching the right audience? If you are looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here's your ticket with Live Ticket TV. With over 90 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you advertise locally with just your home team or reach the region and state. Plus, a portion of all sales go directly back to the school. Get a hold of Dylan Kessler today and let's get started in building your brand with Live Ticket TV.
All right, Jay Sermon's going to lead off the top of the fourth for Scoops. He takes ball one as it gets to the backstop. And he takes strike one. 1-1. Fouls this one back to the backstop. So 1 ball and 2 strikes now. Thurman's going to have to adjust to a 2-strike approach here. And clips the outside corner. Scoopers are not adjusting very well to that pitch. It's been there all night. And he goes down looking for out number one.
Number 22, Carter Williams.
Out to bat center fielder number 22, Carter Williams. He drives one straight back up the middle. Gets to center field for a single. And Dalen DeShock now up to bat.
Next batter, number 34, Dalen DeShock.
Let's see what they want to do here with Carter. So I want to send him. Off-speed pitch misses for ball one. Hits the bottom of the zone for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Carter goes. DeShock hits it right to third base coach Shane Myers. And Carter's got to go back to the first. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the first baseman. Pitches outside. Carter takes off for second. He is there easily. The throw is late. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to the Shock with a runner on the second and 1 out. The Shock leaves that up for a full count now. Swung on, line drive. Over the third base, between third base, yeah, pretty much over the third baseman's head. And Carter was read that off the bat, so he scored easily to Shock with a RBI single.
Next batter, number 28, Brody Royer.
Now Brody Royer up to bat. So we'll see how aggressive they want to be with the Shock. Royer back up the middle. Shock is going to get to second. Brody with his second base hit of the evening. And Carson Williams looking for his first here.
Next batter, number 10, Carson Williams.
The Shock takes off for third. Royer takes second on the throw. So 2 runners in scoring positions. I don't know if Royer missed the sign or if the Shock missed the sign. But either way, runners are in scoring position. 1 out for Carson Williams. Oh, 0-2 to Williams. Williams fouls that one off behind the plate here. Scooper scored in every inning but the third inning. Carson holds up, and the count is even here, 2-2. Shock with a big lead, nobody holding him on. Not exactly sure if that's a slide or what that was by the Shock. Whatever you can do to keep the black pants black, I guess. But either way, Carson gets an RBI on the unassisted out at third.
Next batter, number 26, George Hammer.
George Hammer now up to bat. 2 outs. That was Brody Poirier that made that nice little stop there at first base to get the Carson out. George Hammer up to bat now. Brody Royer over at third. Pitches up for ball 1. UTEC Looking at throwing his 88th pitch, so this will probably be, he probably got one more inning in him if he can get out of this jam. And Hamer fouls it straight back.
Baseball fans, please remember to watch out for foul balls heading out play at all times.
And George has a 1-1 count. Nice pitch there. That Bender drops in. UTEC's been trying to get that to work for him for 4 innings now. Finally got it. Hamer down. 1-2. Ball down low. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Royer on third. Swung on and missed by Hamer. Drop strike 3, but the catcher quickly picks it up and tags him out. So good play by Rose to get the Scoopers retired, as we are going to go to the bottom of the 4th now with the Scoopers up 8-0.
When the world feels big, a small note can mean everything. Find mental health support at sdbehavioralhealth.gov.
Sturgis Strikers is your hometown bowling alley that is locally owned and operated. Come on down and bowl a game, join a league, or have a birthday party. Don't forget Friday and Saturdays are Blacklight Bowling Nights. Conveniently located off 1st and LaSalle Street, stop in and grab your morning coffee from 5-8 Espresso. Not a coffee person? No problem. Grab a tea or smoothie. And if you're going to grab a drink, why not grab a Daylight donut or 2? All located inside Sturgis Strikers off 1st and LaSalle. Grocery Mart off Junction Avenue in Sturgis, South Dakota is your locally owned and operated grocery store. Stop in and shop the great selection of fresh cut meats. Then stroll on over to the fresh produce aisle. Watch for weekly ads for big savings and make sure you're checking out their Facebook page for the hot deals. Grocery Mart continues to strive to offer the best deals to their customers. Located off Junction Avenue in Sturgis, South Dakota, Grocery Mart says go Scoopers.
Cobblers 4th. Number 69, Tyler Henstein.
Tyler Henstein going to lead off the bottom of the 4th here. Stroud with 37 pitches going into the 4th here, averaging about 12 an inning. And that's Williams misreads it, wasn't sure if he should come in and catch it or let it hop. And at infield singles, Thurman alertly aware and comes in and keeps that to a single.
Next batter, number 13, Ben Farnsworth.
All right, cleanup hitter Ben Farnsworth stepping in. And he takes first pitch swinging, and that's way out of play. Leaves the ball field. Nope. Stayed in. And another hit by pitch. breaking ball he's been trying to throw all night has not been working so well. It's second hit batter. He's had a couple close shaves. So
Next batter, number 10, Carter Gregory.
Scoopers need to take a deep breath here. They got 2 on, no outs. Carter Gregory now up to bat. Pitch down low for a ball. A 2-0 to Gregory. Clips the outside corner, strike one. Swung on, Royer flips it to second. Williams to first for the 6-4-3 double play. Heinstein to third, but 2 outs now.
Number 35, Sam Farnsworth.
Executed very nicely on that routine ground ball double play. Royer was playing a little deep in the hole, but it's probably a good thing. That that hit had some spin on it, so he was able to get behind it, clean it up pretty nicely. Well, Sam Farnsworth up to bat. He looks at ball one. Swung on, missed. Strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fouled off. Off-speed pitch there. Farnsworth hangs with it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Stroud tries to hit that outside corner, just a little too far outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 4th, runner on third. Just a bit low. It's going to full count here. Poirier on deck, hoping he can get a bat this inning. Stroud finally gets that breaking ball to drop in there for a strike and freezes Farnsworth to retire the Cobblers. So Cobblers had something cooking, but that ground ball double play snuffed that one out. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on at the end of the 4. We'll be back for the top of the 5th.
We connect people. Have been for 100 years or so. How we get that done? Well, that won't always be the same. But why we connect people? Not in a million years is that ever going to change. We didn't build the communities that made South Dakota. No. We just brought them together.
Out Here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
The Home Slice Group.
Okay.
Leading off for Sturgis in the fifth. Number 11, Bridger.
Number 11, Bridger. Left fielder is going to lead off the top of the fifth here. UTEC remains in. He's at 91 pitches. And Bridger is going to start off with a ground ball to the shortstop and is quickly put out there on the 6-3 put out. That was Tyler Henstein over to Poirier for the first out of the inning.
Next batter, number 5, Jared Andrzejewski.
Jared Andrzejewski up to bat now. 9 hitter. And pitch low and outside for ball 1. Low for ball 2. Jaron way ahead here. Breaking ball drops in there. Jaron was kind of swiping at it. Swing and miss, strike 1. I think each inning Brandon Steven over at third base gets a little bit closer and closer to home. Now I know Jaron's a threat to bunt, probably not now with a 2-2 count. Pitcher steps off. Reset. Jaron swipes at that one to stay alive. Good 2-strike approach. Stays alive. Another foul ball, straight back, hits the big pole. And Jaron stays alive. 2 balls, 2 strikes. This is the 7th pitch of the at-bat. 7th pitch of the at-bat. Low one outside, ball 3, full count. Jaron was trying to call for time there, but the umpire did not award it to him, so he quickly got his hands back on the bat. UTEC is sometimes kind of delay in his delivery. Yep, UTEC drops that one in there. He threw that pitch earlier. Jaron Andrzejewski recognized it and fouled it off to spoil it, but didn't pick it up this time. So he goes down on strikes for the second out of the inning, and we're at the top of the order for the Scoops for Elijah Stroud. And he drives one past the third baseman. That is the result. That is the result of playing so close. You got no range. That's usually a normal position. That's a step and a dive. Can usually stop it. And then left fielder misses his cutoff, and Stroud takes that single and gets to second on the throw. So Tate Johnson is going to be a courtesy runner for him. And Jace Thurman is going to come in and bat. Johnson takes third, take advantage of that third baseman playing so shallow. I did something similar earlier in the game. That was a pretty close play. This one, he was there quite easily. So there he is, 90 feet away for Thurman. Here comes the 1-0. And that breaking pitch, that slider stays up high. That one drops in there for a strike. So this will be the last batter for UTEC, as he is going to throw pitch 105 here. No one warming up in the bullpen, so Thurman sneaks one through. Gets past the pitcher, but not past the shortstop Henstein, who fields it and quickly flips it over to first baseman Poyer to put out Thurman and retire the Scoops. So one left on there for the Scoops for one hit, no errors, as we go to the bottom of the fifth.
Your customers love your business, but you need more of them. That's where we come in. We work with great brands, connecting them to the right audience using video, website development, digital, and audio. All tied together with intelligent media placement to get as many people to your front door as possible. You concentrate on running your business while we concentrate on growing your business. Elevate your brand with us, the Home Slice Group.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic.
All right, Stroud's going to start the bottom of the fifth inning with 50 pitches. Got in a little bit of a jam last inning. Leading off for the Cobblers will be Poyer.
In the Cobblers' fifth, number 33, Brody Poyer.
Scooper still leading this contest 8-0. Stroud pitching a two-hitter. And the first pitch has popped up. DeShock's calling it, and he fields it cleanly. One pitch, one out for Stroud.
Next batter, number.
Now it's designated hitter Landon Kogel.
Landon Kogel.
Pitch behind him, ball one. Looks like he had to duck to get out of the way of that one. Cobblers need base runners, though. Any way they can get on. Swinging and miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's a healthy hack by Kogel, but great movement on that little sweeping pitch that Stroud's been very effective with tonight, especially when you got umpire calling the zone a little on the wide side. Another one drops in there, but does not call strike on that one. Not quite sure where that one missed. 2-1. That one drops in there for a strike, too. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So Stroud really mixing up his pitches. As a hitter, you don't know what you're going to get next. Swung on, fouled, stays alive. Shot going for the outside corner, too far outside. George not able to handle it, and we got a full count. Fouled that one off. So great battle here between Kogel and Stroud. So this will be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. He fouls this one out of the way. That one gets out of play. And the 9th pitch of the at-bat coming. Swung on, missed. For strike 3. And that's 2 outs now. Stroud had to earn that one. 9 pitch at bat, but he got him. Now at the bat is Kenny Rose. Just misses inside. Rose, he last at bat saw a similar pitch, and Rose kind of ducked into it and hit him in the helmet. And Rose is going to pop this one up. Brody Royer is calling it as he's drifting back, and he squeezes it for the 3rd out of the inning. So, yeah, another pretty efficient inning. Only 12 pitches thrown there, so Stroud's dealing here. We'll come back to the bottom of, or top of the 6th after the break.
Up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
At Dakota Discount RV, our mission is to make your RV experience fun and easy by providing quality recreational vehicles, competitive pricing, and professional sales and service. We're proud to offer the finest names in RVs. Our big inventory of fifth wheels, travel trailers, and toy haulers allow us to save customers thousands of dollars compared to most dealers. Come see us at either of our 2 locations, 3330 East Mall Drive, Rapid City, or 11200 JB Road, exit 48, Somerset. Newell Golf Club, located just minutes outside of town, the friendly hometown golf course. Come play a round of golf in a laid-back atmosphere and enjoy the views that western South Dakota has to offer. Newell Golf Club strives to be a community leader, offering the course to the Newell High School and middle school golf teams free of charge and hosting multiple community golf tournaments throughout the season. First-time members get half off membership fees. Look us up on Facebook.
Unbelievable amount.
Okay, a new pitcher for the Cobblers, Brody Poyer.
Leading off for Sturgis in the top of the sixth, number 22, Carter Williams.
Carter Gregory goes over the first. So I'm thinking that UTEC is at second. Not 100% sure. Carter Williams up to bat. He swings and misses foul ball. Strike one. Looks like that foul ball got a piece of Rose behind the plate. Ball high. Jammed him a little bit. It's going to be foul, but catcher and new first baseman not able to get to it. Drops right in front of him. So Carter stays alive. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That curveball hangs, and Carter gives it a ride to the bullpen. I'm sorry, to the batting cage, actually. So count remains 1-2. Outside corner, it's been there all night. No reason for anybody to be shaking their head. So Carter goes down looking. Now at the bat, Dylan DeShock. Scoopers could get 2 runs here. That give them a 10-run lead and could have essentially get out of here in the 6th inning. Shock with the indecisive swing there for strike 1. DeShock is fouling him away here. He's down 0-2. And DeShock gets underneath that one. It's going to be a tough play. Shortstop Henstein rolls over behind second base and retires DeShock for the second out of the inning.
Next batter, number 28, Brody Royer.
Brody Royer's had a pretty successful night tonight. See if he can keep the magic happening here. Pitch stays high a little bit for ball 1. Right back up the middle with the fastball. And Royer on for the 3rd time tonight. So 2-out single for Carson Williams.
Next batter, number 10, Carson Williams.
Warrior goes on first movement, and he is going to get to second. That was one of the closer throws of the night, just a little bit offline. All right, there he is for Carson. Warrior into third easily. He was touching the bag about the time the ball got there. So he's 90 feet away. And Carson's down 0-2. Down in the dirt. Catcher's feet. Picks it up nicely. Pitcher wanted that one. He's thrown that breaking ball more times than not in this inning. Sometimes he's gotten a call, sometimes he hasn't. Carson stays alive here. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Royer at third. And fouls that one up off the dugout. Carson stays alive here. Little sweeping curve action there. Stays too far outside for Poyer. So we got a full count, 2 outs, a runner on third. Williams sends it back up to the middle. Oh. Good play by Henstein over there as he had to get to the bag at second. Reeled back and threw him out. Williams out at first. So no runs off of 1 hit. No errors. 1 left on as we go to the bottom of the 6th.
Of devastation. I've never seen anything like it.
We had a beautiful barn that was gone in 20 minutes.
Farm Bureau stepped up right away and said, hey, we got you and we'll be there for you.
We were taken care of. Now we could get on to repairing and rebuilding.
I tell everybody about Farm Bureau.
We're fortunate to say we have good coverage with good people doing it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Rocky Newenhouse in Corsica, Platte, Mitchell, and Huron at 605-946-5606.
Would you buy your insurance from a cartoon character?
What's up, Doc?
Cartoons are good for a laugh, but when you're in an accident or you need your home covered and need help, it's no laughing matter. That's why you need a real person, like Lance at Van Z Insurance Associates. It's not just simple insurance either. Lance has you covered with home, life, auto, and business. Van Z Insurance is your place to call. Stop by today or give Lance a call at 605-393-2399.
Lucky for us,
Lincoln UTEP.
Lincoln UTEP's going to start off the bottom of the 6th inning here for the Cobblers. And he takes ball 1. Straw with 40 pitches left here, so he could certainly get a complete game out of it. 2-0 now to UTEC. Hot shot, line drive, Dalen DeShock snatches it out of the air for the first out of the inning.
Next batter, number 1, Steven Solano.
Steve Solano now at the bat. Ball 1 to Solano. A little sweeping action there for called strikes. So 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out. Swung on, pulled foul down the third base line. Stroud way ahead here on Solano. Has to go for that outside corner. Too far outside. Evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And jams them and skies one high up in the air. Bridger calls for it, squeezes it for the second out of the inning.
Next batter, number 69.
Now shortstop Tyler Henstein now up to bat. Yeah, it's a little bit low for ball 1. Two no. You shaved him inside 3-0. Stroud having a little control issues. This is right around, but missing the zone. .30 right down the middle, strike 1. Just a bit inside. It's going to walk. Henstein. Not too bad to clean up hitter Ben Farnsworth.
Next batter, number 13, Ben Farnsworth.
Farnsworth gets jammed. It's going to be playable for Jaron. Doesn't quite make the play. Henstein was going on the pitch, so he's got to go back to first. And Farnsworth fouls that one off the other way. This one out of play behind the shed. So he is quickly down 0-2 here. Shaw decided to step off to keep the runner close. This time he goes. Pitches outside. We're looking at going to 3. Tag is late. Good throw by George. It was right there. Jerry not quite able to get the tag on him on time. So second time tonight, the Cobblers have a runner on third. 2 outs. And there it is. Breaking ball, freezes them. Starts outside, starts inside and works its way and backdoors him for the strikeout. And Cobblers leave 1 on third as we go to the top of the 7th.
Life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
Planting season is coming.
All right, Poirier is going to come in for his 3rd inning of work. He's been very efficient, only thrown 18 pitches.
Leading off for Sturgis in the 7th.
No runs given up. But George Chambers is going to try to change that. He's the leadoff hitter for the Scoopers here. Top of the 7th, Scoopers are up 8-0. That one down in the dirt for ball 1. Just a bit outside, 2-0 to Hamer. And 3-0 now. So Poirier coming in after 2 pretty good innings and having a little trouble finding the zone. And a 4-pitch walk is going to allow Hamer to reach first. Let's see if they're going to do a courtesy runner. Yes, they are. This time, Jack Jolly.
Next batter, number 11, Bridger Massabatten.
Bridger's now going to come up to bat. That one had his knees, gets out of the way. Oh, they do call hit by pitch. So Jack's going to earn a free trip to second, and Bridger down to first. Jaron Andrzejewski now with 2 runners on, no outs. Jolly with a decent lead over at second. Jaron bunts it to the pitcher. Advances the runners to second and third. He is put out on the 1-3 put out. Gregory had to kind of stretch for that one, but keeps his foot on the bag for the first out.
Next batter, number 4, Elijah Stroud.
To the top of the order here with Elijah. Base hit could score 2 here. Pitches out above the catcher, so that's going to allow runners to advance 90 feet. Jolly's going to come home and score. And Bridger's over at third. Stroud's going to dribble her off the end of the bat to the first baseman. All he's got to do is field it and step on first. But it does work as an RBI. So Scoopers did get that 10-run number, but we're in the 7th inning anyway. So now with nobody on and 2 out, Chase Thurman up to bat. He takes a hack at one and fouls it straight back. The 0-1 is a little high, so 1 ball, 1 strike here to Thurman. Swung on. Fly ball to center field. Solano's there. Pulls it in. So, Scoopers get that 10th run. Go to the bottom of the 7th here. See if Stroud can finish a complete game shutout.
Fast, and Grossenberg Implement wants to show you the latest John Deere technology. Ask one of their sales or integrated solution team members about John Deere planter demos going on now in your area. Customers have seen the benefits of John Deere Exact Emerge planter, and they want to show you. Contact your local Grossenberg location nearest you for more information and a demo on the John Deere Exact Emerge planter.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name.
leading off in the Cobblers 7th.
Carter Gregory's going to lead off for the Cobblers here. Bottom of the 7th. Scoopers up 10-0.
Hitting for the Cobblers. Number 10, Carter Gregory.
Stroud's going to try to close this game out. His first pitch is in there for a strike. He's got 20-some pitches left to work with. And this one's going to be a slow roller to Carson Williams. He's going to field it, get it over to DeShock. And throws a little off, but Scooper's able to complete the 4-3 put out for the first out of the inning. Sam Farnsworth now up to bat. And a little half swing. It's again trouble, and Carter not able to get there. Bridger not able to get there. Would have been a tough play for Brody as he was sprinting backwards. So that's going to be a single for Farnsworth.
Next batter, number 33, Brody Poirier.
Now the pitcher, Brody Poirier, up to bat.
Pinch running for the Cobblers at first, number 11.
Number 11 is going to come in as a pinch hitter for Gregory. Over at first base. This one's driven down, foul, bounces out of play on the third base side. Pitches inside. Big secondary by Noah over there at first. No way George could make a throw, though. 1 ball, 1 strike to Poirier. Brody makes a great play. Rolling towards second base and throws Poirier out at first for the 6-3 put out. That is a ball game. Stroud with an 84-pitch complete game shutout. 3-hitter, in a matter of fact. Scoopers get 10 runs off 11 hits, no errors. We'll close this one up.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs, there's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Advertising can be a struggle. Where to spend your money? Are you reaching the right audience? If you are looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here's your ticket with Live Ticket TV. With over 90 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you advertise locally with just your home team or reach the region and state. Plus, a portion of all sales go directly back to the school. Get a hold of Dylan Kessler today and let's get started in building your brand with Live Ticket TV.
All right, here's the final of this game, 10-0. Our next broadcast will be against the Douglas Patriots right here on this field at Mckeague Field on April 28th.
Scoopers, 10 runs, 11 hits, no errors, and 7 left on base for your Central Cobblers.